Tesla brought a prototype of the car maker's upcoming Model S electric 7-seat luxury sedan to New York City. CEO Elon Musk showed me the car and took me for a ride. This is a prototype version of the Model S, but for intents and purposes, this is what a production car is going to look like.
Most people will not notice the subtle differences between this and the final production car. What you're seeing here is what we call the beta, which is 99% production design. There's still a few things that we want to improve and tweak and so forth, but this car really gives you a good sense of what the Model S is like.
You can fit 7 people in here.
Yeah. One of the great things about the Model S is the incredible space efficiency due to the tight packaging of our electric powertrain. And that allows us to have 2 rear-facing kid seats in the back. And we actually built in a 5-point harness. To protect against rear impact, we have these double octagon structures and this really strong beam. It could actually withstand an impact from a truck if you're parked by the side of the highway. The Model S will actually have the best drag coefficient of any car on the road. We're looking at a 0.22.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you know cars, a 0.22 drag coefficient is ridiculously good.
That's like a fish. Inside, the Model S has some features I've never seen on any car before, including some that frankly worried me a little. Tell me about the basics on this car. What's the range? What's the cost? And I know there's some relationship between range and cost. You pay for more range.
That's correct, yeah. There are a number of options in the car. The basic car starts at $50,000, and then with all the options, it goes up to about $100,000. There's a 300-mile range car, 230-mile range car, and a 160-mile range. And then there's also a performance version of the car, which will do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds.
I've seen digital gauge clusters before on other cars, like from Mercedes. I have never seen what they call a center stack like this, which is it's completely just computer screens.
We wanted to have something which was an experience that was actually better than what you'd have from your laptop or your cell phone or your iPad.
There are obviously going to be limitations on being able to do this while you're driving. I assume that certain functions are locked out while you're on the road?
We're really not blocking out functions, but what we are doing is providing a very good voice interface to the system. If you click this button, go to Google Voice, issue a command, it'll translate that to text, and then either change your music, go to a website, you can do all sorts of cool things. You can dictate a note, reply to email.
You're freaking me out.
But we're taking great pains to get rid of any noise and to have it be the closest thing to being in a sound studio that you can be without being in a sound studio.
So this car, even if this were a gasoline-powered car, it would be a quiet gasoline-powered car. Right. But then you've taken the further step of completely eliminating an engine. As you mentioned, one challenge with that is, and I know luxury car makers face this, a lot of times doing away with noise can be like sawing the legs on a table. You do away with one thing and it just exposes some other noise somewhere else.
It means you have to be perfect with respect to any noise intrusion in the car. Everything in the car has to be extremely quiet.
If you think you might want a Model S, you may have to wait a while. The first year's production is already reserved. Tesla is now taking orders for the second year of production.